girls always have stomach aches.
Hot girls have stomach issues. Hot girls have headaches. The hottest girls have stomach issues, headaches, and an undiagnosed mental health condition, probably related to her childhood trauma and or ADHD.
Hello, my name is Chloe. I'm a broke, lonely, degenerate college student that has too much free time on their hands and decided to make a YouTube channel because I am slowly running out of meal swipes and I need money to pay for groceries. For today's video, I want to delve into the whole hot girls have stomach problems trend. Just to preface, we won't just be discussing stomach problems, we'll also be going into the prevalence of back, hormonal, mental health issues in women. Before we begin, I want to thank everyone who watched my last video. I genuinely didn't expect it to receive such positive reception, and it really motivates me to continue making content for you guys. Thank you guys so much, and again, I am completely open to constructive criticism since it is my first time making videos of this nature. So if you have any thoughts or concerns, feel free to leave a comment below. And if you enjoy my content and would like to see more, leave a like and subscribe. I am done with all the YouTube formalities. Now, the tagline "hot girls have stomach problems" thing, it isn't exactly a new trend. Like, I remember seeing this tagline a lot during my time in high school, and I didn't really think too much about it at the time because I was just like, oh, okay, that's like another thing people on the internet are saying, so whatever, you know. It wasn't until I saw this video by Stephanie where she talks about the rise of women having debilitating illnesses. I highly recommend that you watch her video because it's some very informative stuff. It made me realize that, yeah, quite literally a lot of women out there suffer from some kind of health issue, me included. It also made me wonder why this is happening and why aren't people talking about it? US women are 25% more likely than men to report that their activities are restricted by health problems, and they are bedridden for 35% more days than men because of acute conditions. Additionally, women report about twice as much anxiety and depression as men. In this video, we are going to be talking about the misogyny in healthcare, internal and external factors, and what we can do to ensure healthy living as women. So, contrary to popular belief, we actually still don't know much about women's health. That's not to say that we don't know anything, because I don't want to undermine recent progress in women's healthcare, but we still don't know as much as we should. It was only recently that women were actually being treated fairly in healthcare. Back then, women from the 1950s to the 1970s were being prescribed DES. And if you don't know what that is, it's this contraceptive that has been shown to increase the risk of cardiovascular diseases, pancreatic disorders, depression, premature birth, miscarriage, and ectopic pregnancy. Yeah, this is what they're prescribing to women back then. You may be wondering, why is it that women were being prescribed such dangerous drugs? A lot of research back then were conducted on men due to the assumption that what happens to men will also happen to women. Women were considered to be little men. Moreover, women would receive fewer expensive high technology services than men. Medical school training in 1985 did not recognize the differences in heart disease symptoms between men and women, nor the diagnostic procedures that are different for women compared to men. Doctors wouldn't even listen to the concerns of women, and they would completely abandon the precautionary principle, which, if you don't know what that is, in simplest terms, it's basically you shouldn't do something if you know it could cause serious harm. So these doctors are literally going, well, it could cause serious harm to women. We should still do it anyways. I literally remember in a medicine class that I took in high school, there was this device. I completely forgot the name of it. I tried to search it up, but my search history just sounds really goofy now, and I still couldn't find it. So if you know the name of the device, please comment down below. It's literally on the tip of my tongue. But there's this device that people use a lot in medicine, and it is made for white men. Like, mind you, this device is used on all kinds of people, women, people of color, but in the creation of the device, they only had white male subjects. God, I love 20th century America. Now, the reason I wanted to go over this is I feel like it sets the stage for current assumptions on women's health. Sometimes there is this assumption that women are just little men. In reality, there are numerous little differences between men and women that we don't even think about because, one, schools do an awful job, in my opinion, at educating you about your own health, and two, we simply just don't know enough. For instance, numerous research has shown that women actually need more sleep than men due to fluctuating hormones. So the whole you need 6 to 8 hours of sleep is completely misleading because women need a lot more than that. Women need 7 to 9 hours of sleep. Research has also shown that women's brains might actually be wired differently than men's. What makes it even more upsetting is when women voice their concerns about their own health, men would dismiss it as feminine hysteria, or maybe you have heard this phrase yourself, it's all in your head. So the differences between men and women are more than just our genitalia. It's so much deeper than that. According to Dr. Gerberding, for many infectious diseases, women are at a higher risk and have more severe course of illness than men for many reasons, including biological differences, social inequities, and restrictive cultural norms. So we know that women are more susceptible than men for illnesses, but what exactly are the internal and external factors at play that contribute to this susceptibility? According to Dr. Finkler, psychosocial risks are associated with the patriarchy, and thus make sense. Women are constantly under pressure to act a certain way or look a certain way in order to appease men. This is something that Stephanie also discussed in her video, but women would follow restrictive diets or take weight loss supplements like Ozempic. They would be told to ingest this because it would make your skin more clear, or ingest this because it'll make your hair shinier. And even after everything, women still feel like they aren't enough, which creates this toxic cycle that leads to depression, anxiety, eating disorders, or any other mental health condition. I recognize that both men and women suffer from these similar issues. However, according to Dr. Finkler, women more than men are enmeshed in situations eliciting anger and moral indignation. Women more than men are placed in contradictory positions and are exposed to unresolved paradoxes because of an overarching ideology of subordination. Again, this is me not trying to undermine the issues of men that also suffer from these problems, but that doesn't mean we should overlook how proportionally women suffer from these issues so much more. Some internal factors that contribute are estrogen receptors within our body. Both men and women have estrogen receptors, but women have a lot more, meaning that we are more impacted by the estrogen and endocrine disruptors in the environment. Moreover, excess estrogen in our bodies can cause all kinds of health issues such as heavy and painful periods, endometriosis, fibroids, irritability, mood swings, and an overabundance of histamine. Stanford researchers have also shown that women are at a greater risk of autoimmune diseases due to our extra X chromosome. This is not to say that women are the weaker sex. Research actually shows the contrary. Women are shown to have a higher life expectancy than men. In other words, we live longer than men, but our biological advantage is canceled out by our social disadvantage. That gap in life expectancy between men and women has actually been decreasing over time. Why? Because men's health is improving, but women's isn't. I feel like in order to improve women's health, we must first get rid of the social disparities between men and women. Until this day, women's healthcare is still overlooked, and women in some cases are grossly underrepresented in research. The whole hot girls have stomach problems, or hot girls have depression, hot girls have an ED. I feel like it's all a coping mechanism. The day that women stop feeling the pressure to conform to social norms for the male gaze is the day we stop feeling chronic pain. Unfortunately, this is not something that is going to be fixed easily. The patriarchy has been around for centuries, and its ideologies are engraved into our mindsets. However, there are actions you can take right now to ensure that you are healthy. The main thing is not to dismiss your own health. Society may overlook women's health care, but that doesn't mean you should. I have met so many women in my life where they would talk about feeling chronic pain, their periods being off, their stomach's always hurting, and then I'm like, well, you should go get that checked, you should go see a doctor. And they're like, oh no, like I've learned to deal with it, I've learned to get, like, I'm used to it now. And I'm just like, baby, that's not something. No. Please seek medical attention, please. If you are a woman suffering from depression, an eating disorder, or any other kind of mental disorder, just know that you are not alone. There are people who care about you and respect your needs, and they want to help you in any way they can, even if they cannot always empathize. Fuck what men say. Fuck what other people say. Don't feel guilty about whether you're eating too much or whether you're eating too little. If your body is telling you to eat, eat. If your body is telling you not to eat, don't eat. Listen to what your body has to say. Unless your body's praying for your downfall, and for that, please seek medical attention. Make sure you get lots of sleep, hydrate yourself, and move your body. It doesn't have to be exercise per se, but research has shown that moving your body can also improve your mood. Be aware of your condition and what you can and can't do. Stressed? Then baby, don't stress yourself out even more. Watch some TV, listen to some music, and then tackle the problem that caused you that stress in the first place. Fix your diet, and I know it's difficult to eat healthy, especially in this economy. However, a balanced diet can benefit you in the long run and reduce hospital visits, therefore saving you more money. I know you don't know me, and I don't know you, but I don't have to see your face to know that you have a beautiful, kind, and gentle soul. Well, that's it for today's video. As I said before, if you enjoy my videos, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. It really boosts my ego if you guys do that, so please keep it up. See you guys in the next video. Bye bye.